Welcome to the final episode of our Royal Clipper, Amalfi and Sicily vlog series. In this episode we take you to Sicily, Lipari and Gaeta. I put on my big boy pants and climb the mast up to the crow's nest. We dive off the back of the ship and the captain has one final surprise for us all.
Right then, good morning.
Morning all.
Now, we should be good morning from, well, we should be heading to I can never say it to my Taormina. We should be in Sicily now. We don't know because we're still in the cupboard. We haven't got out yet. But we actually at dock, and I'm trying to find it on the programme here, €25 worth of taxi from Giardino on Naxos. So that's the terminal that we're supposed to be at. We're tendering again today, so that's every port's been a tender. So if you don't like tenders, Star Clippers isn't for you.
No, definitely not.
And yesterday it was very, very rocky, wasn't it?
It was very entertaining.
It was very
Especially
entertaining.
trying to get back off on the ship.
Yes.
I nearly got thrown into orbit.
Yes. And to be fair, the staff on here have been very, very vigilant and very aim at safety, haven't they?
Yeah.
So getting everyone on off the tender, even though it's been very challenging, it's good. So hopefully it's a little bit calmer today. But like I say, we don't know. So we're heading off out to get some breakfast, and then Paul is climbing the mast. Mast. Arr.
What did you say, mask?
I did say
It's climbing the mast.
But Paulie says arr. But guess what we got tonight?
It's pirate night. We didn't know
It's
about
pirate
any of this.
night. Last night everyone dressed up in white, and tonight is pirate night. So we need to find a parrot or something from somewhere, don't we?
I got something that keeps talking and seems to be in my ear all the time like a parrot, so I'm halfway there.
Just need to get you a patch then, eye patch. So anyway, so let's go and see what breakfast has in store. Paulie's back with his omelette and just a little bit of bacon then, Paulie.
Yeah, it fell on the plate. I couldn't help it.
They just jumped on, did it?
If you need anything else, just call me, okay?
Lovely, thank you, Glenn. He's good at omelettes, isn't he?
It's the master.
Master. Right, I've gone for a little bit of continental. So, and a bit of sambal sauce, Paulie, a bit of thin sauce. Woo!
You're brave.
Yeah. Dan found some meatballs.
Very random.
Yes. You enjoying your omelette?
Lovely. Dan's got meatballs and sweet corn.
It's time, hopefully, for mast climbing. So we're going to go up and see. It's on till 10:15. We're heading to Sicily. Look at this. Oh, lovely. Getting the old tenders ready. Must be down this way, Paulie. So sadly, the old mast, there was too many people in front of the queue. So Paulie's got his name down for hopefully tomorrow.
I'm a little bit worried because my name is 13th on the list. And it's Friday tomorrow.
No, it's not.
No, I was just seeing if you were paying attention.
So we're just back from the spa, the Nemo Spa, I like it's called Nemo.
Captain Nemo.
And fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I had a lovely reflexology leg massage, which was superb, and you had a oil massage.
I had a Swedish massage apparently.
Mm.
Have I been having Swedish massages all this time and I didn't realise? I don't know. but she said it was...
asked for oil, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I know, but yeah, and it was hot oil as well. Hot.
So $75 euros. I keep saying dollars. €75, which we think is excellent value. In fact, we've rebooked for our last day, haven't we? Before we get to Gaeta. So that's awesome. So who knew that Royal Clipper had a fantastic spa? And also have a look at this, because they've got they're right under the water line, and I was fascinated when I was getting dressed at just looking at all the bubbles. I really like a cabin underwater, wouldn't you, Paulie? Some people might think, oh my God, that's weird, but I would love to be led in bed just looking at all that and just hoping some fish might pass by.
I would just love a window.
Yes.
In our Harry Potter shoebox.
It's been all right though, but we'll be doing it's been different, and we'll be doing a separate cabin review to tell you all about this cabin on Royal Clipper, so do check that out when our videos go out. Right then, so let's tell you about Taormina.
That's easy, please. Come on, Annie, let me read it.
Taormina. Which actually is not actually where we docked. Where we actually docked is a place called, if I get it up on the programme for you, and you can see, is Giardini Naxos. Our plan had been to get the taxi up to Taormina, or the boys to get a cable car up to the amphitheatre to have a look at Taormina, but sadly not everyone in the party was feeling 100%, and it's so hot. Really, really hot. Obviously, we knew that coming to Italy in July. So before anyone says, well, you are in Italy in July. But it's actually very, very, far more humid than it has been.
Than we anticipated.
Yes. And so we decided, you know what? If everyone's not fit to go up there, it's an open amphitheatre. And we thought we don't want to be out in the blaring sun with no shade. So we decided to just have a good walk around Giardini Naxos. And basically, it's like a seaside resort, isn't it? It's got a beach at the front, not the most picturesque beach, but it's just full of beach bars.
It's full of, and what I will say as well, the name Naxos on the end, what does that make you think of? It makes me think of Greece.
Yes.
And lots of the bars and restaurants are decorated in the classic blue and white style of being in Greece, which we found was quite odd, really.
Yeah, so maybe we'll have to do our research, Paul, and see if there's a lot of descendants from Greece that actually live in Giardini Naxos. So we had a good walk around, and we were just, even though we stopped for refreshments and stuff, we were starting to feel really jaded, weren't we, Paulie?
We were melting.
And also the tender rides the last couple of days have been quite hairy. As we've said, the crew on the ship have handled them really, really well. My belly was going around a little bit too, and I just thought, we've got that tender ride to go back. So we decided to scuttle in the shade as much as we could, because it was so hot, and head back to the ship. And we got back to the ship just in time for dinner. I still wasn't feeling 100%. I just had some broccoli soup, which was absolutely delicious, and some peach melba, but you did have...
I had a ribeye. I had the broccoli soup, which was delicious, with chilli, which is a great belly settler.
Mine didn't have any chilli on.
Didn't it?
No.
Didn't it have that thing on the top?
No.
Oh, okay. Yes, ribeye steak, which was lovely, and I had chocolate pudding, which was very disappointing, but I did have some hazelnut ice cream, which was fabulous.
There was a pirate party on, wasn't there?
Arr.
But we were all feeling a little bit sort of not 100%, so we decided just to go to the piano bar and have a cup of tea. We're getting really rock and roll, aren't we? So, and I just got some more ice because I was just drinking lots and lots of water and hoping that we would feel better today, which we do, don't we? We've had a good night's sleep. We should have arrived in Lipari. We won't know until we go out.
Until we get out. But obviously, because we're feeling better, it's about 9:30 now. I'm going straight out and I'm going to have a beer.
No. We're going to go to the piano bar. They do light breakfast, croissants and bread and tea. So we're going to just go there for a bit of light breakfast and see what the day brings.
See where we are.
Well, I was hoping we could do mast climbing with Paulie, because yesterday he was in the, as you know, he was in a queue to do the mast climb, but they closed it. But there's nothing on the programme today. So what we need to do is go up to the tropical bar and have a look on the whiteboard, because sometimes if there's updates to the programme, then it'll be on there. So we'll go up there now, have a look so we can plan our day. Right then, so we just had a little bit of a light breakfast, haven't we, in the piano bar, and just had a good walk around the deck too. And you can have a look at what a wonderful sun deck this is. This ship's got 3 pools. We're actually currently sailing at full capacity, 227 passengers, and it doesn't feel busy at all, does it, Paulie?
It doesn't feel too bad. The only time it's felt busy was when they did the light show, because everybody was up on deck to watch the light show, but generally they're spread around the ship, or they're off the ship, or they're on excursions. So no, it's been good. I've been impressed on how
space.
Yeah.
The only tropical bar gets busy on an evening because obviously everyone's there. I wish there was some comfortable seating there, because there's the bar stools that are really, really uncomfortable, and then you've got like sort of wooden, just sort of cupboard benches, aren't they, like chest benches, which are fine, but and some deck chairs which are okay, but there's no real comfy seating. The only really comfy seating is in the piano bar, isn't there, or in the library.
And nobody goes in the piano bar. Only us.
It's very quiet. Yeah, it's very quiet, which is nice if you want to just sit and chat, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. Another place on the Royal Clipper that does have comfortable seats is the library. Situated just past the tropical bar, it's full of books and maps, and it also proudly displays its Guinness World Record certificate for being the world's largest square rigger in service. It measures 133.8 metres in length, with 5,202 square metres of canvas on 5 masts, with 42 sails reaching 60 metres, and was launched in July 2000. Also on the Royal Clipper is the Observation Lounge. Used as a meeting room, they also broadcast the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympics in here during our cruise. Yeah, no, it is.
But now let's go and explore Lipari. But the tender's here. And looking very bumpy again, but we're not far from shore this time, so that's good.
Lipari is one of 6 communes on the Aeolian Islands located in the Tyrrhenian Sea off the north coast of Sicily. It has a population of around 13,000 people, but can rise to as much as 20,000 during the tourist season. Lipari was created by a succession of volcanic movements dating back as far as 20,000 BC. In July 2013, the mayor of Lipari banned the wearing of bikinis, thongs and other swimming costumes in the town centre, which would incur a €500 fine. Luckily, myself and Carole left our thongs at home. Lipari also has a stunning cathedral dedicated to Saint Bartholomew, who is believed to have been one of the 12 apostles of Jesus. Lipari has a network of small alleyways that lead you around the town, which were absolutely fascinating to explore. After a lovely stroll around Lipari and enjoying some refreshments, we got back on the tender and headed to the ship.
So after a lovely wander around Lipari, it's time for lunch. And look, It's Italian luncheon, so we're going to go and see what there is on offer with the lovely music by Jay. So my minestrone soup looks a bit different than normal, Paulie. Paulie's got some arancini balls, pizza and chips and melon and ham. So Paulie's back with his tiramisu.
Tiramisu. I think they've nailed it today.
The tiramisu.
Yeah.
Would you all agree?
Yeah, good one.
Right then. So what a splashing time we've had, Paulie.
Oh, she's thrown a pun in, a splashing time, yes. There's a platform that they lower down off the back of the ship called
the marina platform.
Called the marina. And they've got kayaks and floats and noodles, paddleboards,
snorkels,
all the sort of things. They got a full diving suit with a big metal helmet and the big shoes, so you can go right to the bottom.
No, they have not got
One
that.
of those items is not true.
Exactly.
But you can jump off, dive off, do whatever you want, and the water is beautiful today.
It is,
off the coast of
Lipari. I also asked the staff, who, I must admit, the girl there, we haven't seen her smile yet.
No, I thought I'd seen her smile earlier, but it might have been wind.
But Carlos, who's lovely, I asked him if I could take him my little inflatable chair. But it's like a net with two ends to it, as you'll have seen on our Thailand vlogs. And I'll insert a picture here. Well, you'll know because you'll see me sat on it.
Yeah, that'd be the clue.
Exactly.
So when you recognise Carole, whatever's under her bum, that's what she's on about.
Exactly. And Carlos said, no problem, as long as you keep with the group, because it's easy to just sort of drift away. Like the three boys, I'm like, come on. But they've got these lovely inflatable sunbeds on there that are rope, so it's quite hard, because it can be, the water was calm today, but still against the waves, it's quite hard to get back. So you need to be quite a decent swimmer.
We were just trying to sneak away, basically, but Carole caught us.
I know. But it's a great, how often do you get to swim off the back of a cruise ship off a lovely Italian island? We did today.
Not very often.
No, exactly. So we're all showered now and sorted, and we're going to go up to the tropical lounge, the piano bar, and do a little bit of work. And because we had a bit of sun today, so we don't want more. We had quite a lot yesterday, which made us feel a bit ropey, I think, didn't it? So we're just going to cool off because it's nice air conditioned. Have a cup of tea, probably. Or you having beer this time? Yeah. And we'll see what the rest of the day brings.
As we made our way to the tropical bar, the captain made a very exciting announcement. The tender boats were going to be lowered into the water to allow any passengers that wanted to circle the ship and see the sails raised. It was definitely an opportunity we didn't want to miss.
sadly, we also had to have the disembarkation talk today by Monia, who's been amazing. Monia's like the cruise director. She's everywhere, very helpful, speaks so many languages.
She's like us, really. Speaks 5, 6, 7 languages fluently.
But it's been a lovely day, and we just had a lovely, lovely sunset, and we've sailed past Stromboli. Sadly, Stromboli was just full of smoke and not a lot of but it was pleasant anyway.
You know, we're very selfish because there's people living at the bottom of Stromboli and we're disappointed it wasn't erupting, sending all those people to their doom. But it was just smoke, which is good. Smoke's good when it's Stromboli.
We had a fun night last night. We had a fantastic dinner, which was the captain's dinner, where he obviously made a speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? How you like it this week? Yeah, thank you. You see, it's your good applause. It's one of the best compliments. It's not only for the captain, it's for all our crew. Because right now, a lot of my crew members doing very nice job downstairs. Galley, laundry, engine room, deck, bar, restaurant. Can we make one good applause for all our team? Thank you. Okay, Frederic, our chef de cuisine. Yeah. You know, it's always a big question. Who is more important, chef de cuisine or captain? For me, chef de cuisine. Yeah, it's more important. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. To the nice and beautiful lady, Royal Clipper. Cheers. Cheers. But tonight we are not finished. After Captain's dinner, we have lovely crew and passengers. Yeah, talent show. And once again, thank you so much for your attention and see you. Thank you.
We thought, oh, he's made a speech, and then we thought, is it going to be like good old fashion parade with baked Alaska? And we were all sat there thinking, oh, it's a bit disappointed. We had a nice toast, had a lovely couple, didn't we, on our table that we were chatting away to, and then all of a sudden, the lights went dark.
They didn't go dark, the lights dimmed. Because if they'd have gone dark, everybody would have fell over it, wouldn't they?
No. And then the music started, and they all came out with the baked Alaska and did the parade round. And it was a great atmosphere, wasn't it? Absolutely brilliant, as you can see here. Proper job, eh?
I need a beer.
But also the food was superb, wasn't it? We started off with
I had a seafood parcel, which was like seafood in a parcel, but it was like
medley.
Phyllo pastry. It looked like a Christmas cracker.
It did look like a Christmas cracker.
And then I had mustard soup.
That was delicious. I had that too.
Oh, it was mustard, it was. And then I couldn't decide between the lobster tail or
the steak,
the fillet of beef. So I had both.
I know, greedy. I just had the beef, which was perfectly cooked. I like it sort of medium well, and it was perfect.
It was so tender. And then we all had the baked Alaska.
We did, which was lovely.
It was fabulous.
So it was a great dinner. And then it was time to go to the Tropical Bar because they had the talent show. And it was crew and passengers, so you could enter if you wanted to, couldn't you?
Okay.
And fair play, the talent on the show with passengers and crew was awesome.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's start one. Come on,
and it was just fantastic. Ammonia, who's been the cruise director, that narrated it, and it was just a really good fun night. And again, by about 11:30, we were all saying we're a bit tuckered now, aren't we? And we went to bed.
Tuckered, she said.
Tuckered.
Yeah.
I did say tuckered, which means tired if you don't know.
Yes, it's tuckered out.
Tuckered out. So today we've got up and we're heading to Gaeta, Gaeta in Italy. It's our last day on board, and we don't dock till 12. It's our first port where we're docking, because we've tendered everywhere, haven't we? So if you don't like tenders, you're not going to like Royal Clipper. And if you do have mobility issues, if you have a walker or scooter, you just can't. Yeah. You can't do this cruise because there's too many steps. It's a proper sailing ship.
We're not saying they say you can't do it.
No.
We're saying.
I'm saying there's no way.
You'd be ill-advised.
Well, but there's no way we bring your dad on here,
No.
or even your sister with a walking stick, because it is very difficult. It's up and down and lots of steps, and so it just wouldn't work for us. Whether it would work for you, I wouldn't.
We doubt
it. But obviously seek advice from the cruise line if that's what you want to do. It's another 2 hours of mast climbing. So we're going to head up there now to get in the queue. Paul's name should still be down from the other day. So we're hoping that we can get that done. And then we watch the nice sailing to Gaeta. Then we want to get off and just explore a little bit and tell you what's right on the doorstep when you get off Royal Clipper. Paulie's got the kettle on.
Yeah.
Sorted. It's one thing good, well, not one thing, there's lots of good things about Star Clipper, but anytime that you want coffee or tea, it's available, isn't it, Pauline?
They've got a plethora of different teas.
Plethora?
They've got coffee, which I always find that coffee too strong, but you can make your own, because they've got normal Nescafe, and they've also got some decaf. And there's a kettle there, and there's 2 kettles on the bar, so that kettle's empty now, so somebody would come out at some point to fill it up, but there's always usually a kettle with some water.
Yeah, and obviously you've got your used cups there. But yeah, so this is the selection of tea and coffee that you've got. For teas, got all sorts, look. That's our favourite, isn't it, boring English breakfast tea. So yes, it's a very handy corner, isn't it?
Yes. The time had come for me to climb the mast.
Hey sir, all is good?
Yeah, more or
Thank you for your help with this.
Another reminder of how unfit I am.
Excellent. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Just stay over there. I will come to help you.
Who's that then, Pauline?
Yeah. I'm very tired.
So.
Oh, it's excellent views out there. It's fabulous.
Yeah. It's hard work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. The trouble is at the top, the gaps for the ladders are quite small.
See.
And you've got it's a struggle to be able to lift your leg up high enough.
But worth it?
Oh, it's fabulous. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good on.
You'd have loved it, mate.
Would I? No.
Good job. Thank you very much.
Mast climb done. Well done, Paulie. Yeah.
Time for lunch, and we were very excited, as it's one of our favourites, the Oriental Lunch Buffet.
Oh.
Everything.
Beef teriyaki,
Yeah.
sweet and sour fish,
Yeah.
remember the chicken one. That's little dumplings, and that's Thai red chicken curry.
Wow, and is it tasty?
Well, I've only had the beef so far, and that was fabulous. They've also got a ramen station where he basically makes the ramen for you, so it's build your own. I said to Dan, you're going to be all over that, aren't you?
A little bit of ramen there, and I've added some spice. Delicious.
Carole's the ramen aficionado.
I am, I love it. Right then, so we've just done a tour of our cabin, haven't we, Paulie?
Yeah, that took us nearly 3.5 hours.
So do check that out. I'll tell you the pros and cons.
It's not 3.5 hours, because sometimes people don't know how to take me. It's not.
So we've just come up to sort our gratuities out and tips. So as you can see from here, you can do it so it's put on your credit card or you can pay cash. So the recommended tip is €56 for one person, 112 for two. So that's what we're going to pay, isn't it? And put it on our card.
That's just €8 per person.
Per day. Right then, so on Clipper Deck you will also find the shop, which has got comprehensive, well, so much stuff, hasn't it, Paulie? It's got cufflinks and hats and clothes, and you'll see from our vlogs, they did a fashion show, didn't they, the first night that we were on. Lots and lots of produce that you can buy, and souvenirs. As most cruise ship shops, is not cheap, but they do have some really good quality stuff, and stuff that you may want to take home. So welcome to picturesque Gaeta. Very picturesque, isn't it, Paulie? So let's go and get the shuttle bus. We've got a programme. There's one at 1:15, so we should just make that.
Gaeta is a seaside resort in the province of Latina in Lazio and is around 60 miles from Rome. We didn't book any excursions at all during this cruise, deciding to just get off and do our own thing. This turned out to be a great choice until today. Gaeta has plenty of things to see and do, but not in the city itself, which when we visited appeared to be closed. So if you are coming here, make sure you book an excursion to visit sites such as the Grotto del Turco, Mount Orlando Regional Park and Panorama Gaeta Medieval. When we got back on the ship, the dining room was empty, so come with us now and we will show you what a fabulous restaurant this is. With the pilot safely on board, it was time for sail away, and it's fair to say we've never seen a sail away quite like this. And in case you are wondering, the ship's wheel is fully functioning. It was fascinating hearing firsthand the instructions between the pilot, the captain and his crew. It was definitely our most interesting sail away to date. After the fabulous sail away, we spent some time on deck watching another beautiful sunset, listening to the lovely Maeve and Jay who have entertained us all week. We then headed down for our last dinner of the cruise. We cannot fault the food we've had all week on Royal Clipper. It has been superb. The service we've received has been excellent too. For our last dinner, we chose a Bloody Mary shrimp cocktail, halibut, steak and chips, Cherries Jubilee, and creme brulee.
Morning.
It's that sad time. It's time to get off the Royal Clipper. And we must say, we've had a fantastic week, haven't we, Pauline?
We have.
And very, very different to a regular cruise, as you'll have seen through the vlog series. But what a fantastic experience.
No, thoroughly. Obviously, I wasn't the naysayer. I don't know. I just couldn't
You
really.
were.
Well, I was the naysayer then,
Yes.
but I couldn't quite get my head around what it was going to be. And I must admit, walking into the cabin for the first time didn't help, because obviously, as you would have seen, it's a little tiny, weeny little shoebox. But I have to say. Throughout the whole week, I've had a thoroughly enjoyable time.
The crew on here are phenomenal, really superb, friendly crew. The experience with the sails and just the whole ship experience has been fantastic, hasn't it, Pauline?
The whole shebang, the whole 9
It has.
yards.
So if you fancy something very different, I definitely recommend looking at Star Clippers, definitely Royal Clipper as a ship, because it does give you a truly sailing experience rather than a cruising experience.
Yes, it's proper sailing experience. And what I will also say is we've also met some lovely passengers, as we normally do on cruises, but we've met some really nice people as well. And we said it was quite low key last night. We had a lovely dinner, and Rial looked after us as usual, and then we said a few goodbyes, mainly to Gene and his entourage.
Yeah.
Gene's on here with about 20 family members, and they got a couple of which got married while they were on here as well. So
well, a lovely story. His wife had a transplant, and it's all his transplant family here as well. So we've met some fantastic people, had a brilliant time. So we hope you've enjoyed our vlog series on Royal Clipper. It is very different, as you will have seen, and we hope that you consider it in the future, because we'll definitely want to come back, don't we? Because it is such a unique experience. So thanks for watching.
Now watch another of our vlog series or hotel reviews here.